So, I've been studying quantum physics for 25 years. I'm coming up with stealthy signals to disarm nuclear triadic weapons, computer operated systems. And so they sent the CIA character to infiltrate Episcopal Hospital and to try to assassinate me under the Obama administration. Right before Obama visited Cuba, they thought that I had something to do with Fidel Castro, which I don't. And they infiltrated the hospital under the Obama administration. And with the CIA officer, they were plotting on reverse intelligence and counterintelligence to entrap me inside of a jail and to give me an injection to kill me. But the plot got foiled, and now they realize that I have the ear of the Secretary General of the United Nations, so they think twice before trying to assassinate me. I also created capabilities and research for directed energy weapons. So supposedly, this CIA officer was casing me, and Putin supposedly hit him with some type of microwave weapon that gave him permanent brain damage. But I guess Putin was watching the intel reports from their Russian intel officers, and they realize, because America is trying to take my technology and disarm Russia's nuclear stockpiles, China's nuclear stockpiles, North Korea nuclear stockpiles, as far as the computers that operate their triadic weapons. And so I guess Putin was paying attention to that CIA officer that was trying to infiltrate Episcopal and kill me. And I guess Putin felt he felt patriotic and hit him with microwave weapons, because the United Nations realized that I want my technology to neutralize, in times of nuclear peril, to neutralize all nuclear armed nations. And so I want to have a safety net that the Secretary General of the United Nations will be able, in times of nuclear war, when nuclear war breaks out, I would like to advance my technologies to have it ready and to develop it to the fullest extent, and have it ready for the Secretary General of the United Nations to have the authority to neutralize all nuclear triadic weapons by jamming their computer systems. So, and making it impossible for these computers to launch nuclear weapons. And so this is one aspect of my nuclear shield technologies. There's also other capabilities to deal with nuclear weapons that I'm working on. But I've been dealing with this hypocrisy of this government bipartisanly, dealing with the bullshit of the Obama administration, then the Trump administration, and now the Biden administration, and it's pissing me off. It's pissing me off to no ends. But now they think twice because they know my capabilities as far as dealing with high-ranking officials within the United Nations. I'm dealing directly with Antonio Guterres with this effort. So I'm starting communiques to advance my capabilities for him to understand what I'm bringing to the table. But I don't want America to take this technology and to disarm their nuclear arm opponents, and then keep their stockpiles pointed at the world to have impunity as a world sole superpower. To me, I will say to that, I don't want to curse, but if I can, the F word comes to mind. The F word comes to mind. So at the end of the day, I don't want America to have a monopoly with nuclear weapons and disarm every other nation and keep their stockpiles pointed at the third world. So this technology is so when nuclear war breaks out, all nuclear armed nations, their triadic systems get grounded. meaning jamming their computer systems so their triads don't work. And then there's other capabilities dealing with nuclear weapons that I want to bring to the forefront. But I was developing directed energy weapons. And I guess the Russians realized that this CIA guy was following me around, and they zapped him with microwave weapons in Havana, because Biden thought that I had something to do with the Castro. Not Biden, Obama thought under his term, he thought that I had something to do with the Castro regime. And so they were spying on me when I lived in back of Episcopal Hospital. And so they sent this CIA officer to patrol the neighborhood with the Philadelphia police officers. And between the FBI, it was a joint operation between the FBI, CIA, and the Pentagon. And Obama was trying to entrap me inside of a jail, and the CIA was trying to inject poison, and they were plotting to inject me with poison to kill me. And like I said, what America wants to do, they want to be able to disarm China's nuclear triads, Russia's nuclear triads, North Korea's, and then they want to keep their Western allies, meaning America, France, and Britain, they want to keep their stockpiles to dominate with impunity the global South and Eastern Europe. And so I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to let it happen because I don't want America to have that much impunity on the world stage that they can flagrantly disarm their opponent's stockpiles, but keep their stockpiles to keep the rest of the world captive and imprisoned to their nuclear stock weapons. So I'm not aligned on this issue. I'm not aligned. That means if nuclear war breaks out, I'm disarming all of the nuclear stockpile triads. That means France, Britain, America, Russia, China, North Korea, India, Pakistan, Israel, and if Iran developed theirs, also theirs. So at the end of the day, I want to safeguard humanity in every country on earth from nuclear destruction. And I don't take no covert actions lightly by this government. Let y'all be warned in this government. Let y'all be warned that I'm not aligned on this subject. And in the shadows, a lot of nations will do my interests to make sure that my technology is not abused, either by Obama, either by Trump, either by Biden, or any future presidents of this nation. Let y'all take heed to my warning. Y'all will perish in the shadows as officers. If y'all are CIA officers to assassinate me, y'all will perish in the shadows. Because at the end of the day, the United Nations umbrella will not be undermined by no covert jackals of intel officers. Doesn't matter where they come from any part of the world. My technology will be upheld as an umbrella against nuclear destruction. So I know that the government keeps my YouTube channel algorithm buried, and they make my YouTube channel invisible. But that doesn't mean that other people throughout the world doesn't know the meaning of my mission. To bring this umbrella to the world stage, to shield the world from nuclear destruction. Through the shadows, foreign governments know exactly who I am and the mission that I have in front of me. So at the end of the day, this Havana Syndrome weapon, y'all looked for it. Y'all looked for it and y'all got zapped. Y'all were trying to plot on me to misuse my technologies, and Putin directly hit the CIA officer with microwave weapons. So for y'all that might have previewed to this video, Study the Havana Syndrome weapon. That was Putin's. I didn't order Putin. I didn't know he was going to do that, but he did it. And then the way I found out about the CIA officer, because he went on the media doing interviews with his vertigo effect. So study the Havana Syndrome. Whoever sees this video, and I know it's buried in your skiffs, my YouTube channel, but study it. And study my meaning when it comes to this umbrella. I'm not aligned. So be warned, FBI. Be warned, Pentagon. Be warned, CIA. Or any other covert action from any other nation. Be warned. And Biden, you was crossing so many red lines in Russia that I, through the grapevines, removed you from your position and gave you your walking papers.